Chris on as well. So let's put on Kim and let's see what's going down. Kim, are you on the line?
I am, finally.
Nice. After minutes and minutes of work, we finally got you on. Those out there in Radio Land, this is Kim Couture, the female MMA fighter. Kim, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great. We also have Chris and Ryan on the line, our co-hosts and one of our great writers for HTRMMA.com. Holla.
So can you hear me?
Yep.
Hi,
guys.
Hi.
Now, Kim, we got you here. We know you're watching your calories and pumping some iron, getting ready for your fight. I believe it's down in Tampa, correct?
That's correct.
All right. You're going in, and I've got to ask you, do you know a lot about your opponent coming into this fight?
I don't. I know she's out of American Top Team. She was a kickboxer before and apparently does a lot of jiu-jitsu tournaments. She's a purple belt in jiu-jitsu, and that's all I know. This will be her pro MMA debut. But as we know, Carrie Vera, that was her pro MMA debut as well, but she was a pro boxer and Muay Thai specialist before that. So the girls had a lot more experience, but it is their first time stepping into the cage for an MMA appearance.
All right. And let me ask you, before we get too much into this fight, I want to roll back to your fight. I believe this is the fight that I saw clips of on the net, where you were escorted to the ring by several guys in a mask. And was that your last fight?
Yeah, that was down in Mexico.
Right. I saw one with Rey Mysterio masks on. Was he one of those guys, or was it just random people?
Oh, it was all my corner. It was all the guys that fought. It was kind of a USA versus Mexico card, so all the guys from Tap Out were all on the card, and most of them had already fought. I was the co-main event, so they all grabbed a mask. We went shopping that day, and those Lucha Libre masks, those stores were everywhere. So everybody bought masks, like 5 of them. And by the time I got to fight that night, I was getting close to 1 in the morning. We were all about to fall asleep in the back. And so trying to liven up the party, they all grabbed the mask and said, let's go out in the mask and wake everybody up. And we're like, all right.
And how was the crowd reaction? Did they cheer you or did they boo you from that?
They loved it. Are you kidding me? They loved it. They loved that stuff.
Nice. So you went in and what it looks like a TKO very early in the fight. So apparently you were awake for the fight.
I woke up, when it was time to walk out there, I woke up. It was a long night.
Nice. Now, I believe Chris, one of our writers, has a question for you.
All right. I've heard some talk from Aaron Toffel about fighting you. I mean, I know you guys have had an exchange of words. Is there a possible bout between you guys in the future?
I've never met her in my life. We've never exchanged words. I've never met her. I don't even know what she looks like. And all I know is that she's a pretty large woman, so she'd probably have to lose about 40 pounds if she wanted to fight me.
All right, well, that answers that. I saw a couple months ago on a few websites some of the words she had for you, so I was wondering.
I'd never heard of her before, but I asked people when people were saying that she was saying horrible things about me. I asked who she was, and they said the only time she ever gets any press or any media is when she starts talking crap about people. So I guess she's done it to a lot of female fighters, and, she's kind of known for being that girl that the only time she gets any media is by talking bad about somebody. So I've never met her. I don't know anybody that even knows her. I mean, I guess she's over at Kim Couture, but I don't train over there anymore. So I know her husband's divorcing her, and she moved back to California. That's about all that Randy's told me. So don't know, don't care.
That answers that. All right, thank you.
Kim, it seems like every time we have you on, last time it was Victoria from WWE/TNA that was trying to make their name by throwing yours out there in the media. I mean, what's going on? Why are you such a magnet for this heat?
Because they don't know how to get their own attention. they need to put their mouth to the mat and get in there and train and you know, let their actions speak louder than words. You'll never hear me talk bad about anybody. I have respect for anybody that steps in there and trains as hard as we do. And you know, if they're all that, then let's see some fights, because I've never seen or heard of a fight from Erin Tohill. So, and the other girl from TNA, she's got a great career in TNA, but I haven't seen any MMA fights from her either. So, you know, I'm the one that's out there fighting every chance I get and running a bunch of businesses and trying to open up opportunities and doors for women everywhere. So I'm doing everything I can to help everybody out, and everybody just wants to call me out. So be it. Line them up, and I'm ready to fight.
Nice.
Okay. Jim?
Go ahead.
Unlike Randy Couture or Brandon Vera, who support women's MMA, Matt Hughes has said that he doesn't support it because he doesn't want to see women fighting. What are your thoughts on his opinion?
Everybody's entitled to one. You know, opinions are like, you know what they say. So, you know, if you don't like it, they don't have to watch it. There's a lot of people that aren't fans, but there's just as many that are. So, you know, we're really not doing it for the acceptance of anybody that we want their opinion from. We do it because we love it. We love the training. There's something that each of us get out of it, whether we're guys or girls. So, you know, to each their own. Last time I checked, it was a free country, and we'll continue to do whatever we feel like it.
Nice.
Fair enough.
Now on the same lines of women's MMA, Strikeforce, you know, they have the titles out there, whereas the UFC doesn't. So a lot of fans, you know, look to that as being the place for women's MMA now, since it's out there more so than any others. Cyborg is just destroying people left and right. You know, does that help or hurt women's MMA? Because it kind of has the feeling that she's the Mike Tyson of the group, and that nobody is there to step up. And, you know, maybe it's pulling down, since Gina Carano, which I believe is a friend of yours, you know, had such a trouble with her, and we haven't really seen too much from her since.
Yeah, I haven't heard from Gina either. I know she's making a movie, and she's just been really busy. So I hope she's doing well, and Cyborg is doing a great job, and I think she's just setting the bar really high. You know, she trains with men and trains really hard and is totally 100% devoted to the sport. And, you know, I'd like to see somebody get in there and give her some competition. You know, maybe your buddy old Tohill will get in there. That's her weight class. Why don't she get in there and fight her?
She won't fight her. They've already talked about that. I don't think they're fighting, sadly. That would be a good fight, though.
All right, but back to you and what you're doing. You're gathering, you know, a vixen crew of female fighters. Last time you were on, you hinted that it was coming, but it hadn't yet developed. Why don't you tell us about the vixen crew and what that's all about?
Right now, it's just a group of girls that I found in town that, you know, needed training partners. None of us are used to working with women. We've all come from camps where we're the only girl in the camp, and we're fine with that. But, you know, we also, you know, get dominated in those camps. So it'd be nice to find girls, since that's who we're fighting, to work with and really test each other out and see where we really stand. Since we've been working together, you know, a lot of those girls couldn't even get fights, and I started managing most of them and helping them out. Now they're fighting every month. I can't keep up with them.
Wow.
So, you know, coming together, doing training, a lot of the drills just to get each other better. Most of them were pro boxers before. They have a lot to offer me. I've got more ground than they do, so I've been working with them on the ground and takedowns, and it's been really fun, you know, getting to know these girls and pushing each other. You know, Jessica Rakosi, she's world champ boxer, still #1. She's been sparring with me for this camp. She's been a lot of help, and just great girls, good personalities, and hard workers. So I'm still working on a gym. We don't have any set date of when that's going to open, but hopefully opening the facility like this and kind of cultivating more of a girls team, we'll have more options, more opportunities out there, and in the future look forward to, I'm going to continue to do my promotion. I had 2 shows in the past, and we'll continue to do that when I get everything else lined up.
Now, has that helped you fighting with people your own size and strength? Has that been able to assist you and to help your career, your development go a little